everybody, and welcome to today's meditation, a part of our 20 by 20 meditation challenge here, sponsored by Gaiam, with all of these amazing yogis and all these amazing yoga teachers. I'm going to give us just a second here to let people join. Hi guys, welcome. Welcome to our 20 by 20 meditation challenge. So hopefully you guys have been following this since the very beginning, you guys. This has been so much fun. This is the third meditation that I've taught you guys. So we're going to do our third part of our series with our manifestation meditation that I've been teaching you. If you are new to our lives, welcome, and welcome to our challenge here. So basically, in a nutshell, what this challenge is all about, you guys, is really encourage you guys to do a meditation challenge so you can really incorporate meditation to your daily practice. Hi guys, thank you so much for being here. Welcome to my third meditation, a part of this series and a part of our bigger challenge here with all these amazing yoga teachers. So basically what we're doing in this challenge is we're really trying to encourage you guys to do 20 consecutive days of meditation to really create a habit. And myself, along with amazing other yoga teachers here, we've been coming on here live. Hopefully you guys have been seeing that. Hi guys. And we're guiding you guys through your meditation. So I'm going to guide you guys here in just a moment. If you have never met me before, I want to just do a brief introduction. My name is Heather, and I'm the founder of True Beauty Movement. That is TRU without the E, Beauty Movement. And I'm a certified yoga instructor, also a meditation teacher as well, a wellness, natural solutions wellness coach, and then also a professional skincare expert and makeup artist. So my whole brand is all about really inspiring women and really all beings in and out. And what I do is I teach meditation, yoga, natural wellness, and then clean beauty tutorials over on my channel and over on my page. So check it out. Again, it's True Beauty Movement. I would be honored to have you a part of our movement. It's been really fun. We've been growing really fast, and our movement's really speaking to a lot of people, and it's pretty exciting. Yes, True Beauty Movement. So TRU without the E, Beauty Movement. You got it. So I'm really excited. I'm going to be teaching you guys clean makeup tutorials this year, meditation tutorials. So if this speaks to you guys, please make sure you're following me. And then also, of course, yoga, natural wellness, pretty much everything you guys are asking for, I'm giving you guys, and I'm so grateful for the community we're creating. And I'm so grateful for Gaiam as our sponsor, just really connecting all of these amazing yogis, these yoga teachers, and all of us to you guys. So I gotta give a shout out to Gaiam, you guys. They are amazing. I'm so honored to be a Gaiam ambassador. Everything I'm rocking here is Gaiam. I'm sure you guys recognize this mat, the beautiful classic mat, right? Yes, oh, I thought you said astrology, Zentology. Very nice. I love that name. So this is the Gaiam mat, you guys. I hosted a 21-day, I think it was a 21-day yoga challenge on my channel with Gaiam, and we gave this mat away to somebody special, along with some other things. You might have seen that. My sports bras Gaiam. These amazing pants are Gaiam. If I'm feeling it, I brought a little Gaiam sweater too, because I like to be cozy when I meditate. I just wanted to show you guys this because it was cute, but I want to get cozy here in a sec. We'll see. So just remember, you guys can of course get 20% off Gaiam.com, and that's with code Heather20, and all these amazing things. We gotta love Gaiam. So let me kind of create a scene here of what I have, so you guys can do the same thing, whether you're following this right now live, whether you watch the recording later, because I will have this up for 24 hours for you guys. And do keep in mind, because I know a lot of you guys have been messaging me, you're welcome, Zentology. So a lot of you guys have been asking me and DMing me saying, oh my gosh, you know, your manifestation meditation #1 like totally spoke to me, and then you came to the second one, and today's the third one, right? Or maybe you started with the second, and then you're like, I missed the first, but the second really spoke to me. So I wanted to let you guys know, don't worry, I'm going to get all 3 of my manifestation meditation series up on my YouTube channel. So there's a link in my bio, and I'm going to really see if I can get it up on my IGTV. It's just a little harder because if it's longer than 10 minutes, they kind of make it a little bit of a pain in the butt. But I had some people kind of worried about that. They wanted to watch them again and again, and I wanted to let you know I'm working on that on the back end, okay? So don't worry about that. And if you're just joining now, you're supposed to be here right now. So this is supposed to be your introduction to your manifestation meditation and to chakra balance, which are 2 things that I really specialize in. So welcome, and I'm so honored to have you. And if you are a repeat person who has been, you know, tuning in every time, whether it's every day in the challenge or whether it's to my meditations or all of the above, thank you so much. We're so honored to have you, and I really hope this is speaking to you, and I'm so excited for you and the consistency and the self-discipline that you have, because that's the key to up-level ourselves, right? We got to have that self-discipline and that consistency in our yoga practice and in our meditation practice. not only at the new year, when we're super into it, and not just when it's, maybe convenient and we have some time on our hands, or we're going through something rough and, you were kind of like trying to revive and get back into it, but it's both during the good times and the bad times, and it's through the ebb and flow of life. Just like your breath. And that's really when you up-level yourself and you up-level your practice. And, in my opinion as a teacher, that's where I've seen my students just completely blossom and bloom, and really just manifest the best life, that they possibly can by being true to their practice and being consistent. So don't beat yourself up if you have not been consistent, but make sure you're really setting that intention for consistency, which is of course our intention for this whole challenge. Okay, so I hope that speaks to you guys. If I fall off, it's the reception. Oh, no worries. No worries if you fall off, it's the reception. And keep in mind, I'm seeing some waves and some comments. If I miss anything, I'll scroll up at the end, you guys, and see if I missed any questions. So feel free to ask questions. If I ever overlook your questions, feel free to DM me at True Beauty Movement. Okay, so let's get started here. I have some nice kind of tunes going on in the background, just some soothing music for you guys. And again, I want to explain to you guys, before we tone down the energy here, because you'll know when I guide you, I kind of tone it down a little bit. I want to set the scene here. So it doesn't have to look just like my scene. I just really want to create a scene of coziness for you. Again, that's why I brought my little sweater if I'm feeling this later. So I made some of my favorite decaf vanilla tea here. It's one of my favorite teas that I like to drink at night. Again, I like to share little tips like that because I have a sweet tooth. So I have my vanilla decaf tea. And I also would really recommend, so again, if you've been following all of my chakra balance meditations that I teach at True Beauty Movement and a part of this challenge, I think I started wearing green. I was wearing an all green Gaiam outfit in the very first meditation I taught a part of this challenge. And that's because I wanted you guys to connect to your heart space, right? Your heart chakra. And we worked on removing blocks and ironing out kinks in our love, in our closure, in our relationships, both with other people and with ourselves, right? So last Monday, I taught my second manifestation meditation, a part of our challenge, and that's where I was rocking. Do you guys remember that blue outfit? The blue sports bra, the blue pants? And again, I love colors. That's the way I think in colors. So I wore, and we worked with some blue stones and things like that to work on how we express ourselves creatively, and also how we express ourselves literally in the way we communicate to others, creatively in maybe what our calling is, whether it's painting, whether it's photography, cooking, writing. I mean, the list goes on, helping you guys to connect to your passion, helping you guys to connect to your calling or your dharma, right? So we work through that. Now I'm rocking these purple pants, right? And hi, love, one of my VIPs is over here. Hello. And so we're rocking our purple pants right now, right? And I'm doing this because today we're going to be connecting to the highest version of ourselves. So some stones and some essential oils that are really going to help to support the highest version of yourself, right? So we balance all those chakras from the root chakra up. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, moving into white. So we want to work with oils like lavender oil, like your patchouli oils, okay? So if you have anybody here, who's practiced yoga for years and years, and you think of like the 70s, right? Or the 60s or whatever, I guess I'm sharing my age. I wasn't alive then, right? So patchouli was really big, right? And that's because people were connecting to that highest version of themselves. They were really in that mode, right? Lavender, think of what lavender does for us. Lavender relaxes us. Lavender calms the nervous system, right? So we think of that when we think of bubble baths or we think of essential oils, but it actually connects us to the highest version of ourselves, because when we're in our flow state, we relax, right? So I would really encourage you. I'm personally wearing lavender on my wrists, on the back of my neck, and also I dab some here, kind of up here on my head, my kind of scalp area, just to connect myself to these upper chakras. Some of these stones I suggest for you, and some of the crystals, I really, really like to work with my amethyst. So think of those purple stones. I have these beautiful chakra stones that I got from my mom as a gift. I love that. And I have them for all the chakras, and I just love to work with some of my, upper chakra crystals. So again, these are just some tips. I teach about this all the time on True Beauty Movement. If it speaks to you, I would love that. But these are just going to be things that help to enhance your practice and help you to balance your chakras in a bigger way and move to the next level a little bit faster. But you can also just do these things by doing your yoga practice and meditating. But this will enhance your practice and bring you the results you want a little bit faster. And I'm a firm believer in that. I've seen it in myself. I've seen it in tons of students. So I really, encourage you to do that. And then we're going to be pulling a card today. So last time I pulled a card, it was very popular with you guys. So I'm going to do that and just ask the universe what it is that you guys need to hear today. We'll do that at the end, okay? So let's go ahead and get comfortable here. I'm just gonna move my feet out just a little bit. I want you to get into comfortable seated position. If you're not quite sure what that is, basically what we're going to do is kind of like Indian style, but what we're going to do is have the left foot in front. If you want to sit on a bolster, I've talked about how you could sit on a Gaiam bolster. I have this purple one back here. Of course, I chose purple, the highest version of yourself. So you can prop up on a bolster if you'd like to do that. Okay, that's completely up to you. What you want to do is just try to have those hips above the knees if possible, and that's where a bolster can really help. Okay, so then, let me see if I want to put this on. I think I do. I'm being called to wear this. So feel free to put on a sweater. A blanket would be great too. Okay, something that's gonna really make you feel nice and cozy. Like I shared earlier, this is a cute little Gaiam sweater that I really love because I can stick my fingers through the little hole thing and it's like mesh and it's just super cozy. So put on something. Again, I often put on blankets and things like that when I'm laying down, whatever is gonna make you feel good, okay? All right, you guys. So let's do this. All right, let me set my little timer because I get into my meditations. Okay, so I want you to just slowly start to just decompress here a little bit. And take a nice deep exhale. And we're going to slowly lower the hands so palms are facing up. So the number one thing when it comes to yoga, meditation is listening to yourself. So right here, where I've been sitting and comfortable seated, I have a lot of energy in my heart as I'm connecting with you guys. I can feel my left leg is already falling asleep. And that's because I'm in this energy mode where a lot of energy is at my heart space. That's where I connect there when I connect to you guys. So keep in mind, nothing ever has to be perfect. There's no perfect when it comes to yoga or meditation or anything like that. So I'm really being called to straighten out my leg. So I want you just to take that as kind of a metaphor or symbolism for life. You don't have to have everything always be planned out in life. Just go with the flow and you're gonna be more in the moment and you're gonna get more of the results you want, okay? So I want you to get comfortable here. If you wanna lay down, if you wanna be uncomfortable seated, if you wanna be like me with one leg out, both legs out, whatever feels good for you, okay? So regardless of how you're sitting or laying, we're going to have the palms facing up. And I want you to connect all of the fingers here. So all aspects of ourself, our physical, mental, social, spiritual, emotional self. And we're going to slowly take a deep exhale, closing the mouth. And if you've taken my live tutorials before, my live yoga, live meditation, I want you to connect to your true Ujjayi breath here. So that ha sound, that ocean sound of the breath. If you're new to me, just think of that deep belly breath. Relax the body. And like that lavender, I just want us to relax and calm the nervous system here and start to go within. So when you're ready, we're going to slowly start to move the hands wherever they feel comfortable. So I'm feeling called just to kind of intertwine my fingers here. I have a ring that really speaks to me, so I like to move that up. Whatever speaks to you, if you want, you could be holding crystals in your hand. So I'm going to go ahead and do that with my amethyst. And then just slowly start to exhale. So again, if you have some crystals here, you can start to clench them, not too tight, but just kind of allowing them to have a stronger presence in your practice. And start to really deepen the breath here. So we're focusing on that exhale. Beautiful, you guys. So when you're ready, I want you to slowly start to focus on your gratitude. So remember, in some of the past sessions here, I've walked you through some of those first steps of manifestation. So I want you to think of anything in your life that you're grateful for. And you could say something like universe or any type of spiritual name that speaks to you. I'm so happy and grateful for. And just list one thing or person in your life that you're grateful for. Beautiful, you guys. So on your next inhale, still keeping the breath nice and flowing, even, I want you to define what it is that you want. What are you moving towards? And be very specific here. Setting your intention for your manifestation. Beautiful. So if you keep that intention too generic, see if you can get a little bit more specific. Maybe even add timelines here. Whatever speaks to you, but as specific as possible and as short as possible. Meaning 1 or 2 sentences. And on your next inhale, as you're describing this, I want you to go a little deeper into your imagination, your belief system. We worked with that a little bit more here. Open that up. Building your self-confidence to create and manifest the life of your dreams. Your ideal life. And I want you to start to connect to that space and just start to be open to what action you need to take to get you there. So just observe yourself living in this way. And what's the missing link there? What needs to happen? And just ask the universe, just ask yourself, your highest self. So I want you to slowly just start to think of your current life and certain actions that you're taking in your wellness routine, in your self-care, in your morning routine, in your day-to-day activities, in your work life. Think of everything that fills your time, that takes your energy. And I just want you to just slowly just start to think of which of these actions lead you to that ideal future, that ideal self, or that ideal life for you. And which of these actions kind of feels like a dead end or is not in alignment with the highest version of yourself. And just ask, just observe. It can be very helpful to start with the beginning of your day and go all the way to your evening routine. And just notice what feels in alignment. And when you're ready, I want you to imagine yourself in your ideal future, your ideal home, Notice the environment. And just imagine that you're meditating. It's a part of your morning or afternoon or evening practice, whatever fits with your ideal self, with your personality, with if you're a night owl, morning person, just what feels like your best self. And I want you to imagine that you're meditating and you're just thinking back to this moment, this simple moment that you maybe weren't even planning on today, and how it actually changed your life. It actually changed the course of where you're headed. And I want you just to return back to that scene and come back to your gratitude. And this is where you can say universe or any spiritual figure, whatever works for you. I am so happy and grateful for. And just repeat your intention and start to list your gratitude for that life, all the little things. Keep your eyes closed. And as you slowly start to come back from your meditation, again, the eyes are closed. I want you to start to wiggle the fingers and the toes, wherever you're at. And if you're laying down or if you're sitting, you can gently put your stones down if that feels good, if you have them. And we're all just going to reach our hands up. So reaching up, stretching out. You can point your toes if you're laying down. And then slowly lower. We're going to bring our hands to heart center. So if we're sitting, our hands are in prayer position. If we're laying down, we're going to roll onto our right arm, onto our right side when we're ready. And place our left hand on our heart. And then just move that left hand touching your forehead. And let's go ahead and all do that. I'm being called that we should all do that. So left hand on the heart chakra, left hand on the throat area, the neck, throat chakra. And let's go ahead and move left hand to the forehead. Connect to your intuition. I trust myself. Top of the head. Deep, slow inhale, deep, slow exhale. If you're laying down, we're going to slowly press our left hand down to the ground and return back to comfortable seated position, left foot in front. And we're all going to meet with our hands back in prayer. Eyes are closed. Tilt the tailbone, belly button to the spine, shoulders back, chakra alignment here. Slow, deep inhale, slow, deep exhale. Eyes closed. At the center of your being, you have the answer. You know who you are, and you know what you want. Trust yourself. The divine in me recognizes the divine and light in each one of you. And I'm so grateful that you could all be here. And where these lights meet, we say, Namaste. Reach your hands up, giant circle. Exhale as we ground ourselves. And return the hands to heart center, opening your eyes very slowly when you're ready. And just start to bring yourself back. Again, don't rush it when you come back from meditation. I always allow myself to just ease back. Hi guys. Hello. I hope that felt really, really good for you guys. So give me a second as I kind of also come back. I don't like to rush myself as a teacher, too quickly either. I really hope that spoke to you guys and kind of connecting maybe some kinks. Notice what came up for you guys in this meditation and this manifestation meditation on, hi guys, thank you so much for being here. If you missed my meditation, be sure to watch this recording from the beginning. We're still gonna pull a card though, so stay on here. I have a card for you guys and you guys are guiding what this should be. Yes, you're welcome. Namaste, love. So I want you to really think about what came to you in, it was beautiful. I'll watch again later and really get into a quiet space. Perfect. Wonderful. Thank you so much, my VIP, True Beauty VIP. Love you. Thank you so much for all your support. And then I'm going to pull this card. So make sure you watch this later with the card too, okay, if you have to get off here. So something I just really want to hit home, you guys, that came to me. So where you're at in your path, it's really important for you to be thinking, right? So what actions are you doing every day that's a part of your morning routine, your work life, your relationships, all the big things, right? This could be a significant other, this could be friendships, this could be whose Instagrams you follow. Are they up-leveling you and creating positive energy, or are they kind of pulling you, bringing you down? And sometimes it's not so obvious. Sometimes it may look beautiful, but you're like, every time I get off this Instagram, I feel really negative, right? Or I feel really like sad or insecure or jealous or whatever. That's telling you something. So tune into your feelings. I'll teach you more about that later on my page this year. I've been really called to do more of that. But I really want you to think about your, hi from Ecuador. How cool is that? Hello. Hi from Ecuador. That's awesome. Namaste. So honored to have you guys here. I just want you to think about the actions in your everyday life. And I have to do this with myself, you guys. I have a very strong meditation practice, and I have to remind myself of this, of what am I doing in my day-to-day that's really in alignment with where I see, that dream life. I have a painting behind here I'm in my home office yoga studio here. And, as a blogger, I have this beautiful canvas back here of the beach, and I always envision that being our future backyard with our house on the beach. And I'm a writer, right? And I love doing my photo shoots and all these things. And sometimes I have to connect to what other things am I doing that I need to let go of that aren't in alignment with that vision. And that's just an example, right? That's just an example, a little insight into some of my dreams and my, where I'm headed, right? In my life. But I want you to think about this in your own life. I realize you have jobs and you have to pay bills, and we've all been there, right? I get that. But what can you maybe just slightly, I keep coming back to like a compass, what can you adjust slightly to put you more in alignment with the highest version of yourself and with your ideal future? And it can be minor little things like your morning wellness routine and your evening wellness routine to set you up for success. And again, I'll share more of my tips on that and my personal morning routine and my personal evening routine to assist you guys with that. But I think that's my message for you that came to me is there's some things that you can actually control, or that you have more control of than you realize. And maybe you just need to start to let that go. Maybe you just need to see what happens and just choose more bliss and not hang on to all this other stuff. Right? So I really hope that speaks to you guys. Hi from Romania. This is so awesome. This is part of what I love about what I do as a blogger is I'm a mom. I have a 2.5-year-old daughter. She's actually in the other room right now. We have our nannies watching her while I connect to you guys. But it's so special to be able to do this and connect with you guys all over the world. So thank you for being here. It's so awesome. And I have so many stories to tell you. I'll tell you guys when the time's right. But teaching you guys to be fearless and go for the dream, because you can do it and you can make amazing things happen. And I know, because I've done it and I've lived all those things, and I'm continuing to do it. So believe in yourself. Make sure you believe in yourself. Okay, so guys, let me pull a card for you guys, because I don't want this to get too long. And I need to transition here. So I do want to share something that came to me yesterday that was very interesting, and I'm not going to pull this card today. It came to me in my own yoga and meditation practice. These are not the right ones for you guys. I can feel it. So this was what I pulled yesterday. Again, I'm just sharing this if this speaks to you and where you're at. I'm a mommy too. That's awesome. Isn't it the best? I love it. We're thinking of having another soon. We'll see. Keep me, more. I need to find my center even more, I'm sure, when there's more kids. So this came to me yesterday. In my own practice, I just want to share this if this speaks to you and where you're at, because we all are mirrors for each other, right? And this is a lion, and it says, I am courageous, steady, and strong. And notice the word steady, consistency, so important in our personal life, in our work life, in our practice, right? Yes, the best. I know. Being a mom is amazing. It's like, it's incredible. It really is. It's so important to slow down and appreciate the moments because they go so fast. All right, so I am going to pull 2 cards here for you. Here's what I want you to do. And I'll do this more this year because I'm being called to do this more. Okay, I want you to ask a question. Any question you want. Any question you want, okay? Ask a question related to your intention, related to your manifestation, okay? And I want you just to think about what that question is. Let me think of my own. Okay, I have my question. All right, so first card. Okay, this is the first card. I'm going to trust this is the second card. Okay. Okay, interesting. All right, so the first card, the very first card, let me show you. Okay, so this is love and intimacy flow into my life effortlessly. So think about why you asked that question with this particular practice I'm doing with you right now. Why did you ask that question? So this card's going to answer a little bit deeper. It's not going to answer the answer to your question. It's more of like, it's giving you a deeper understanding as to why you're asking that question. Okay, so again, just it could be anything. Like I just think you know what your question is. I feel like I'm not supposed to give you an example. It might throw you off. So think of your question, right? Why are you asking that question? What is the need for that question? What's making you think you can't do it all? Or, what exactly is that, right? So love and intimacy flow into my life effortlessly. So just think about that. How does that work with why? It may also be an answer for you, but I feel like it's more of a why. That's usually how these cards work. And then your answer. The rhythm of my breath directs the rhythm of my life. That one's very interesting. Love that. So this is the first one. This is the second one. So the why you're asking this question. Love and intimacy flow into my life effortlessly. Okay? And then the rhythm of my breath the rhythm of my breath directs the rhythm of my life. So just see if there's a way that you can create maybe a little bit more calm. So I think of the ebb and flow like an ocean, and the ebb and flow, your flow state, your breath. How can you create what you're wanting to action in your life, that intention, with a little bit more of a flow state, right? So there has to be a way for you to do that, for you to connect to that space where you feel real and authentic and where it doesn't feel super stressful as you're manifesting. There has to be a way, maybe there's a way you can incorporate the two is sort of what's coming to be for you guys. So maybe you have a job that you want to get out of to have a dream job, right? So maybe there's a way you can incorporate your passion into your current job. That's just an example. And maybe it's a relationship thing for you. Obviously, this talked about love and intimacy, right? So just see how that kind of, really is custom to you. That's supposed to be speaking to you, especially those who are here live and, of course, those who watch this recording. And let me just see if there's any questions. Wow, I asked if my baby will come Wow, I asked if my baby will come earthside today, and I've been practicing deep breathing for breathing baby down with it. That is awesome! I love that. So wait. So are you pregnant right now and you're asking if the baby's gonna come down today? Like, are you due? You need to answer that. Like, I need to know. That's amazing. Thank you. I can't believe you're here. If you're pregnant, oh my gosh, that's amazing. That is incredible. Oh, I hope you have your baby today. How honored would I be to be able to teach you the day you have your baby? That would be amazing. And then you would need to remember these, right? And share these. This is so beautiful. Let me just scroll up a little bit here, guys. I know it's getting a little bit longer here. I'm gonna have to get going, unfortunately, but let me just see if there's anything. It was beautiful. I'll watch again later. I thought I saw another question up here. Okay, so before I let you guys go, again, you guys, if I overlooked a question, Let's see if okay, so if I missed a question, please make sure you DM me. So remember, it's at True Beauty Movement. That's TRU without the E, Beauty Movement. So it's a movement, right? We're a movement redefining beauty, empowering girls and women of all ages in and out through yoga, meditation, natural solutions and natural wellness, and then clean beauty and makeup tutorials, and of course self-confidence and manifestation. So I hope that speaks to you guys. I would love to have you guys a part of our community over there. I'm doing a lot of live and tutorials and things like that, and of course I'm so honored to be partnering with Gaiam. So I hope this really spoke to you. I think that it did. And remember, I'll be announcing over on my story and on my feed when I get these 3 manifestation meditation series up on my channel and all of that. So stay tuned on that. I'll share it on my feed and also on my story over there. So again, DM me if I missed any questions. I don't think I did, but I have to scroll up a little bit more. And until next time, you guys, be balanced, be true, and be proud to be you. See you later, guys. I'm wishing you guys a wonderful day. And you gotta DM me if you have your baby, okay? Bye, guys. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching today's True Beauty Quick Tip. If you like what you see and for more confidence building tips on how to be a beauty from the inside out, remember to subscribe to our channel and connect with us at truebeautymovement.com. That's TRU without the E, Beauty Movement. Love you guys. Until next time, remember, be balanced, be true, and proud to be you.